to join our energy as one unified energy. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale together, filling the entire lobes of the lungs from beneath the belly button all the way up into the shoulders, and then release with a sigh. And as I mentioned, a body part, allow your awareness and breath to go right into that space and dare to let go of all muscle control, releasing tension, tightness, and allowing every inhale to purify and every exhale to liberate. Further softening the body, and the softer the physical body is, the more fully the soul can come into the suit. So we're going to start at the heels of the feet. From the pinky toe to the big toes, releasing the tension in the toes, the balls of the feet, the arches, the tops of the feet, and just feeling all of the tension melting downward into the heels. The full weight of the feet now starts to melt into the floor, and then beneath the subflooring, the beautiful, dependable energy of the Great Mother. And you are held in this space. Feel the awakening of the vibration happening in your feet. May feel like waves, pulsing, tingling. And see if you can drag that beautiful feel up the body as we relax further every part of your body, bringing your awareness and breath to activate the spirit into the suit. So moving over the ankles into the shins and calves, feeling a gentle tug at your knees as the lower legs become heavy, soft, moving into the thighs, from the knees to the hips, feeling the breath dance in that space, softening, stretching. Remember that the spirit, even though it animates the body, is not confined by the body. It moves through it the way wind moves through tree branches, the way water moves through a sponge. The body becomes saturated with spirit. And when you really let go of the urge to brace yourself, you'll feel the glutes soften, pressing into the space, feeling the hips as if they are rolling open, breathing into the left hip, into the right hip, softening the tailbone, stretching the sacral, letting the breath get right down into the pelvic floor. This is the space we store our deepest emotional pain and trauma. So feeling this breath now deeper and fuller than the last. You may feel as if the torso is even gently stretching, pulling downward, as your tailbone extends its etheric cord into the Great Mother. And this divine cord works two ways: to offer anything that is no longer serving you, that is too heavy to move out of the body with the breath, sending it through that cord into the Divine Mother. She, a master recycler, will transmute that energy into usable, beautiful things like a shady tree, soft patch of grass. And if you are feeling depleted, once you are grounded, she sends replenishing energy as an exchange for your offering, to recalibrate you, to ground you, to recharge you. Her frequency is low and deep, but it is so divine. You'll feel an immediate balancing, the regulation of your nervous system, and an anchoring in the suit. A reminder it is safe in your body. It is safe in this space. Moving to the high stomach, all the way to the left, the base of the rib cage. Breathe, soften. All the way to the right, base of the rib cage. Breathe in, soften, release. Drawing in spirit, breathing out pollution, heavy energy, stagnant energy, toxins. And feeling all of that lower edge of the rib cage soften, expanding the gut. The breath is so full, and it stokes this amazing hearth fire that lives in the gut. This brilliance that is in this core of you. Moving now behind the rib cage into the heart space. Moving up the sternum to the base of the neck. Softening the collarbone. Up the spine to the base of the neck. And you feel the upper back release. The burning, the tension melting out of the body. Softening the entire torso, and the shoulders roll open. Expanding the heart, and your body is adrift, weightless, moving up the neck, softening the throat. around the ears and the jaw. And clenching the jaw, the chin, and around the mouth, softening the tongue, the cheekbones, and around the nose, the temples, and around the eyes, and directly between the brows, allowing your breath to cleanse, quiet the intellect, stilling the mind. It's no longer flashing by like a ticker on a screen, but it slows, stops. Softening the crown and the top of the head, and you now feel the head weightless. Moving down the shoulders into the triceps and biceps, and the shoulders fall even further from the ears. The heart is wide. Softening the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, into the hands. And the hands are the extension of the heart. How do I receive and give love? How do I express and communicate through energy who I am? So feeling all of your digits from the pinkies to the thumbs soft and trembling with spirit. And I want you to quickly scan the body from the soles of the feet to the top of the head. If there is any space in the body where tension still exists, or maybe the breath was a little more difficult moving through that space, take a deep breath right into that space and hold the breath. Hold it for 1, hold it for 2, and release. Nice sigh. Letting that exhale be longer and slower than the inhale. Quiets the mind, slows the brain, and awakens the spirit in the body. And what we are connecting with tonight is the Vulcan that lives within our being. The god of the forge, the sacred blacksmith. So I want you now to imagine that you have a nose in the center of your chest, and every breath enters through the heart, and every exhale will move through the back, flushing this part of your consciousness. Vulcan is the son of Jupiter and Juno, also known as Hephaestus, the son of Zeus and Hera, the son that was born with a deformity, and his mother found him to be hideous. Find that part of you that feels flawed. What part of you did your mother dislike? It could be something simple, chewing with your mouth open, talking a lot, dancing at the dinner table, drawing on your bedroom wall. What was it that the little you did that triggered you, mommy? So Hera took her infant son, Hephaestus, and cast him into the sea. And there is a bit of Vulcan that lives in each of us, the part that feels cast away. And we deem that part unlovable. And it's an unfortunate way in which we deal with pain, that instead of looking at Hera and saying, this is her error, her inability to love, her fear of love, we instead name that part of ourselves hideous and hide it. And forever operate from a place of concealment, so everyone held captive to a fraction of who we really are. And so Vulcan in the bottom of the sea was adopted by the sea nymph. She loved him as if he were her own. But the unfortunate nature of receiving love is that it's taught by mother's love. And so poor Hephaestus, poor Vulcan, never truly felt loved at all, and spent his days becoming the most amazing artisan, crafty, phenomenal blacksmith. He was strong, masculine, handsome, smart, artistic, creative, generous, and he became his ideal self, all to earn the love of his adopted mother. How do you move in relationship? Whether it's with a coworker, a best friend, a sibling, a parent, concealing the parts of yourself you find most hideous, when there's nothing imperfect about you at all. And Vulcan became vengeful, desired to punish his mother for his own pain, for being outcast, for the sorrow of being unable to receive his adopted mother's love, for the pain of not being able to love himself, because he was still seeking the validation of his own mother, confining her to an enchanted throne. And it still did not heal his wounding. She still did not know how to love her son. He still did not find himself to be lovable. And his father, as a consolation, promised him the most desired wife of all, Venus. So ask yourself, what part of you holds rage? Rage towards your mother, your father. Rage that you direct towards yourself. In the cruel nature of naming yourself imperfect, constantly holding yourself to this extreme ideal, and yet still rejected. What part of you seeks to destroy the creators of this pain, instead of seeking to destroy the pain? Feel it in your body. Where does it live? I'm feeling overwhelming in the solar plexus. So if you go, bring your breath and awareness right now to the high stomach. Go from the center, breathing into the center of that stomach, just at the base of the sternum, and drag it to the right. Feel how when you inhale, we are dragging and stretching right through to the liver. This is where we process rage. If you feel necessary to grunt, allow the exhale to leave your body with a grunt. Maybe even a guttural cry. To release the tension of that pain. And when you release that tension, you feel an immediate pull over to the right. So I want you now to breathe through the center of the gut and drag it along the base of the ribcage to the right, in the spleen. This is where we process sorrow. Rage feel the burn through your brows and your sinuses as it awakens the burning of that karma and the awakening of your tears, that lump in your throat. The desire to express, to be vulnerable and honest. Where vengeance can no longer heal you, but the tears do. We cannot get back the mother's love that never was, but we can love ourselves greatly. You'll feel when you allow that emotion to move through your body. It is like a cleansing rain. You no longer feel the urge to continue to cry. It's swift, like a summer rain. And then there is this immense bliss that follows it. That is the expression of the rainbow inside your own body. Releasing the mother for playing her part. It is no longer necessary to seek her, to avenge her, to forgive her. It is no longer of consequence because you are making a reclamation of power, drawing it back into your being, into your gut, into your heart, into your throat, into your head. And then the wife, Venus, herself with a mother womb, never knowing a mother. And so Vulcan, the workaholic, believing there's a need to earn his lovability, enslaving himself to prove his worth, to earn love. And Venus, in the pain of her abandonment and rejection, seeking, yearning, in her own sorrow, closes herself off. Vulcan, feeling that as rejection, he himself begins to shut down, close off. And tension builds between lovers. Pain builds between the lovers. Instead of the vulnerability of sharing, there is a re-traumatizing and pain. to see that your lover's womb is the same as your own. Are you willing to see that you were not rejected at all? But it was her inability to draw you near. Her feeling of failure, sorrow, and his feeling of failure and sorrow. And so the pain repeats. Is there vengeance? Is there sorrow? And allow that to release again, breathing into the center of your gut and drawing it all the way to the right into the liver. And feel the rage that lives there. This rage that is really your own. And it's so great that you just want it to be outside of you. And now, breathing back into the center, you can feel the welling up of the emotion drawing you now to the left, to that sorrow. To the grief, to the shame. And that your wound is the same as your lover's. Feel the gratitude of drawing in someone just like you. In a world of billions, it's a miracle that you have met someone just like you. Feel now how that energy has dropped even lower in the body, beneath the belly button, into the very low gut. And feel the warm begin to grow in that low belly, releasing the pain out of the low back. No longer bracing, no longer afraid. Giving yourself permission to feel safe, to feel lovable, to give love just as freely as you desire to receive. What does it feel like? Forget what it looks like, what it sounds like. What does it feel like? When you allow yourself to witness it in consciousness, you will realize that there was love all along. It was never withheld from you. Love was pursuing you. You were marinated in love. And so what I can feel now awakening is this trembling that's happening in the pelvic floor. That is normal. Do not try to tense those muscles. Do not hold back. Allow that trembling to loosen any tightness, any tension, any trauma that is stuck there. If emotion waves to the surface, allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Do not hold back. Keep the body soft. Feel it shaking to the surface. Allow that frequency to increase and move up the body. Feel how it expands your heart. You cannot hide from you. Your lover is you. Your lover is you. And I want you now to just drift in the gratitude of that recognition and allow yourself to feel peace in it. Feel how the heart starts to feel warm, as if a mug of cocoa was spilled in the center of your heart space. It just spreads there, finding its way into the shoulders and into the upper back and collarbone. How it draws the jaw downward and softens the collarbone, the spine, the shoulder blades. Going to walk around with some pillows on. Allow yourself to feel grounded here in this awareness. Feeling more deeply connected with you. Recognizing this part of you. It wouldn't make sense to hold back at all. Not a single part of you is hideous, flawed, or unlovable. There is nothing that you need to do to earn love. I want you to reconnect your senses. Sense of smell. Hearing. time to reanimate the body, wiggling your fingers and toes, and at your own pace, opening your eyes, re-engaging with your sense of sight. Feel the lightness in your being, the gratitude in your heart. Thank you. I love you.